Dr. Sheldon Cooper, and welcome to Dr. Sheldon Cooper Presents Farmers Flags. Today's episode we are going to discuss the topic of white flags and
Whoa. We're not doing the Big Bang Theory today. No.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Then what did I get dressed up for?
This is about our leadership model.
Alright, that thing.
Yeah, the SSHRM.
Structural, Symbolic, Humanitarian Resources Model.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a mouthful, hence why it's SSHRM. Not to be confused, we did talk about names, ideas. SSR kept coming up, so that's why we had to add the humanitarian resources. Or the humanitarian. They would have been just resources then.
Alright, so, I mean, as most models should be, everything's built around trust.
Well, what is it these days? I mean, like, and it's such a fragile thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's it's easily broken, not easily made.
Exactly. That's why you need different steps in order to make it.
Yeah, so how should we start this video? I mean, we're talking about a really big idea here for our model. I mean, we combined 3 of the more known models into one huge thing that should work. I mean, it works on paper, but how shall we start describing it?
Well, my idea is we should start with simple.
Captivate them, hook them. Good idea. Alright, so, what is a symbol? What really is it? What does it say to you when you look at a leader? Like, bad example, but look at what the, Germans did for Hitler, for the Nazi party. I mean, Hitler was their symbol, their idol.
I mean, they were basically the rallying cry for him.
Exactly. Now that belief led to trust.
Exactly.
So, and I've often heard, I go to conventions, I'm a huge comic nerd, hence my shirt, right? And often, I've heard reports of kids that are lost and they go and see people they know, they're in costume, they're like Wonder Woman, Flash, Superman, Batman.
Of course.
And they always ask them for help, and they help them find their parents. I heard one incident of a boy running into Flash and Wonder Woman. He asked them for help and they helped him. They helped him find his dad. And it's like, that was great. I mean, the fact that this can happen, and that's what you should be. That's what a symbol should do for you. A symbol should make you feel good, should make you proud to have followed them.
Yeah.
Alright? So it's like, let's see the symbol. Forrest?
Yeah.
And we're making all the, stuff for the reveals on the subjects and everything. You printed out all the stuff, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Just for curiosity's sake, what did you print out for a symbol?
Superman, of course.
Do me a favor, take a look underneath there, tell me if it looks like Superman.
Yeah, that's not Superman.
Yeah, because let's just say if he's the symbol of hope, I really don't want to live in this world anymore.
Yeah, let's take him down.
Yeah, let's do that. Wow, he's really up there. He doesn't want to go. There we go. Okay. That's better. Okay, I can deal with that. I can deal with that. All right. So basically, heroes are, in a way, a rallying cry. They really are. It links belief to trust, and the two are used together. Hitler often described, and I know I keep coming back to this. I'm not a fan of him. I'm really not. But the way he actually had a really good leadership style, he used mythology and beliefs to motivate, to captivate, to inspire, and that's what a leader's supposed to do when you're talking about, when you're talking about a symbol. I mean, he had his entire army combing the desert for ancient objects. The whole bit of Raiders of the Lost Ark was built on that.
Yeah, sure was.
Yeah. Now Forrest, I'm a little confused on some of this rest of this model, like structure. I mean, we really need to talk more about structure here. So what do we got on that? Come on.
Oh, so basically structure is the ability to adapt. The leader is a jack of all trades to get the job done right. And as building trust, like New York City, I mean, is humongous, and you trust all the buildings to stay up there.
Because if they don't,
exactly,
down goes the trust along with the skyscrapers.
And it's very hard to build back up.
Tell me about it. It took about, didn't it take about weeks just to build or years to even build the Empire State Building?
Oh, exactly. I mean,
I think what was there about a library? I heard something about a library.
So there's an architect. I mean, by all means, he was a really good architect, but they forgot about the weight of the book, so the library sinks
Every year. Yeah, I heard something about that.
Yeah, eventually it would be completely underground.
Isn't it already?
Well, I'm pretty sure it is actually now.
Yeah, probably.
It's been long enough.
Oh yeah, and then it's a bad thing. Technically when the structure goes, basically it's the building block, right?
Exactly. So,
It's like, every person's a different building, and that's just gonna stay there.
yeah.
But, every little bit, every little glass, every bit of steel is a bit of trust. One little thing, one bolt out of place, that's broken. Yep.
Structural integrity is forever gone on that.
Yep, and it takes forever to even just rebuild or link it back together.
And it would never be as strong.
Never will be, because then you can't trust what has failed before, and
Exactly.
you're always expecting it.
Alright, so now we have the human resources part of it.
Oh, I love human resources. Human resources, they're the problem solvers. You got a problem, you go talk to human resources. You got a problem with somebody, they can help you out. So it's like, who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters?
That joke has been so old. It is older than my Mesozoic fossil collection. It's so old. It's older than 1984.
Hey, it's a funny thing.
Yeah, true. And it goes back to the structure and symbolism. The symbol. Anyone who thinks human resources, they either think like, oh crap, someone complained about me, or it's like they go to them to complain. Like you have a problem, they're the ones you go talk to. It's like, hey, how you doing? It's like, I heard you had a problem in work today.
Yeah, I had a huge problem with so and they try to solve it.
Okay, well let's see what we can do to resolve this. Right? They take care of people, and that's another part. Team care is part of human resources. You take care of your team, they'll take care of everyone else. It's basically like, it's dividing the workload. The responsibilities have all been, what's the word I'm looking for?
I have no clue.
Come on, man. They've all been dispersed, they've helped out, all responsibilities, that have been delegated to.
Oh, so creating leaders within leaders.
Exactly, leaders within leaders. Because then, let's say you're here, all right?
Yeah.
Let's say you're leading another team, and your original team, they have to go and help others because your team has been so high up,
Yeah.
all right? And that's what your boss wants you to do. He's sending all of you, the successful team, to help with the other teams.
Okay.
Now, your other teams, you were the team leader. Now you're leading this team, and your other teams, let's say, like, for example, all right, that's you, all right, here's your team, let's say those 5 little dots, 6
Yeah.
all total. Now let's say this one goes to lead another team of 6, this one goes to lead another team of 6, this one goes to lead another team of 6, you go to lead another team of 6, and so on and so forth. See how many more possibilities there are? Just by, delegating responsibility?
And this in turn makes it where you can't then out your responsibilities so much where you get burnout or you end up failing on your responsibilities.
And plus it calls for a responsibility check. You're the leader here, and you're responsible for all of them, and all of them, and them. Right? But that gives you a lot of responsibility. So who helps you? They help you. They help you. They help you. That helps you. And this helps you. But it all has to depend right here. It all works from that little idea, that little notion, and that little confidence of trust. And I feel little confidence was a really bad choice of words on my part. And remember, he just wants his phone call. And sometimes that's all it takes is a simple phone call and you can fix the problem. So, after doing that, a leader really needs to be a jack of all trades in this kind of concept.
Exactly, yes. They need to be able to do whatever they need of, and if they don't know how to do it, they need to know how to learn how to do it.
Exactly, or rely on someone else.
Exactly.
Like, for example, say you're in a morning meeting at work, right? And you have no ideas on how to get the job done. Like, you have this special project you need to do. You got no ideas, so what if you went to your team and said, okay guys, we need an idea here. I'm out of thoughts on this, so let's see what we can do together.
Yeah, they need to
That-
bounce ideas off of each other.
And that would therefore make other people part of the process, therefore making into more training.
Kind of like the garbage can model, where you go in, shoot out a bunch of ideas, throw out what is not needed, and then you use what is.
You're right, I didn't think about that. Now that's interesting. Huh. I'm hoping you're learning too. And so when they branched off, they all carried this idea with them. So this is all based on that.
And how that idea gets around is these marks right here, here, here. Well, all these lines right here, it's all communication.
So why don't we... Communication. Communication.
Yeah, I might need to help you on that.
Communication, and I got it. Communication. Everything in life is location, 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 and communication. And I think we have done it. Everything is linked.
And as long as you can link all these together, the leadership model should work.
And it will lead to an increase in productivity. So literally everything here, inspiring your team, making the structure known, like, say you're an analyst, all right?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm the team lead, we need you to analyze all this data, we need a guy who's good at crunching numbers, we need a guy who's, or girl at this point, we need someone who's good at communicating with others, and plus you can all share those, being in a team like this, you pick up, different talents, different skills from your teammates. Therefore, you can carry those into the next group.
Yeah, and it's simple. I mean, it inspires this rallying cry to get behind whenever times are hard. You never know what's going to happen down the road, but you need to have that one symbol that brings you back to the beginning in order to revitalize what you first started this for in the first place.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it all comes back here. I mean,
Exactly.
as much as communication, structure, symbol, and human resources, I mean, literally, you can't do anything without building up some trust.
Exactly. And this model builds other leaders within it. Therefore, the company is able to go on and on, easily being able to pick leaders from their own crop.
But like we said, it so far works on paper. In practice, it has really yet to work because people can really
Lose
lack.
trust.
Yeah. All it takes, like I said, all it takes is one bolt out of place, one little weld that's not done, and the entire structure will collapse.
Yeah, but if it's held together, it's not coming down.
And not with tape.
Not with tape.
We learned that the hard way earlier. Yep, so literally, as long as you have trust, and you have faith, and you have a belief that this is working, you trust your leaders, your team leads, or bosses, anything, this should work. And plus, most of your problems will be solved thanks to human resources. Though don't give them all the crap. Literally, it's a crappy job. You might as well get a job, emptying a porta potty, because you're just going to catch crap all day.
Yeah, but we do appreciate what they do.
Exactly. We always have to say it. We always say it. Thank you.
Yeah, poor Toby from the office.
Yeah. Poor flight attendant who lost my luggage. Now, I'll tell you, that one wasn't nice. I had to deal with a lady. She literally looked at me like, "Can I help you?" It's like, "Yeah, you lost my luggage." Like, "Has your plane landed yet?"
I would hope so.
"No, princess, I'm just having an out-of-body experience. I'm just checking on it."
Dang, that sounds rough.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So,
Anyway.
human resources needs to be strong in order for trust to remain there.
Precisely. And that is part of the structural symbolic humanitarian resources model. I nearly messed up on that
It's a
one.
mouthful.
Yeah, so hence why it shall now be referred to as the SSHRM.
So much easier.
It sounds like a really bad ship, the SSHRM.
Yeah.
It's like, who like, what?
The lone warship.
Yeah. Though I do like the fact that we did involve communication. I mean, communication doesn't just have to involve two people. It can involve between 3 different people at once, even more so, like,
20.
Exactly. I mean, you could be on a conference call with so many different people, and they could be on a conference call, and they can be on a conference call, and so on and so forth until you reach the maximum number.
Yeah.
And then everything gets lost. I mean, it's like a game of broken telephone. And speaking of which, if communication is broken, therefore it could also lead to a break in trust at the same point. And it takes forever to fix this, but only a short time to fix that.
That's very true.
All in all, I think this model could work. I mean, yeah, I mean, we're using a symbol of an alien superhero, but
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't trust the S? You see a guy dressed as Superman, you think, oh, he's probably a good guy.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, watch
See,
this,
Joker,
he
just
could
like
go be a super jerk. All in all, I think it's a fair attempt, and anyone who tries this might just succeed.
I mean, the only problem would have been the thinning out of responsibilities,
Yes, but like you said,
build and fail safe with human resources, and also the structure of building other leaders. Well, not building, but transforming leaders out of everyday workers.
law of conservation of energy. Like energy and matter cannot be created or destroyed, it can only be transformed.
Exactly. I think that's about it.
Yep, you can't make a new leader, you gotta transform.
Well, I'm Forrest Coffee, and
I'm Eric Yates, and thank you and good night.